What's up, everyone? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and I came across this article about Kathleen Kennedy teasing, let's just read this right now. Kathleen Kennedy teases Star Wars, the rise of Skywalker may not be the last we see of certain characters. I wonder what that means. Alright, so I took a little gander at this article, and, let's get into this. So, we've heard time and time again that Star Wars, Rise of the Skywalker, will bring a solid conclusion to the Skywalker saga. Some of the fans have thought that this will conclude the story for all new characters that have been introduced to us by J.J. Abrams in the newest final trilogy. But that might not actually be the case. I'm just going to say, I never thought that. It just seems like this is them getting rid of all the original cast to make way for the new characters. I think I've said that pretty much in every video that I've done on Star Wars. But it's just sad because they're taking something that everyone loved. They're taking something that made money, that George Lucas spent time writing, and it showed. His work and effort and accomplishment showed in these characters. That is why the world loves them. That is why Star Wars was a billion-dollar industry, because of characters like Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, R2-D2, and C-3PO, Lando, heck, the Emperor, Boba Fett. It's characters like that have dynamic that, people actually care about. It's exactly what I've been saying since day one. It's like they just want to bash on the old characters to make the new characters look better, but it actually doesn't. So, I never thought that they were just going to make these movies, introduce these new characters, spend time bashing on the old ones, and just not use the new characters again. I don't think anyone ever said that. While talking to the Star Wars show at Star Wars Celebration, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy talked about how she felt about the end of the saga. It's a mixed feeling of emotions. We don't look at it entirely as an end, but as a communalization of Star Wars or of Skywalker's story. I'm actually incredibly excited about where we're going and what the future holds and what the new saga might be. As you know, Lucasfilm and Disney are going to take a break after The Rise of Skywalker is released to figure out how they want to proceed with the franchise. It was while Kennedy was talking to MTV News about... Why is she talking to MTV News? When I was a kid, MTV just showed music videos, so why are they... Whatever. Apparently they're covering Star Wars now. About this, that she teased that it might not actually be the end for some of the newer characters. You don't think? Yeah, really? Come on. I mean, these people are complete idiots when it comes to Star Wars. But you don't... Why would they market these characters and then just never use them again? I mean, come on. We're using this appropriate time as an opportunity to see where we're going now that we're leaving the Skywalker saga behind. But there's no question that there's certain characters that we've created, certainly in the last 3 movies, that we may very well want to see down the line in the future. Oh my god, like Rose, like Rey, Miss Mary Sue, like John Boyega, Finn, like Poe. Oh yeah, I need to see those characters. I'm just dying to know more about them, said no one ever except for the crazy Reylo fans. But come on, really? The question is, which of these characters will Lucasfilm focus on? Oh, sweet Jesus. Will it be a new saga that continues their story? Please no. Please no. No, that's like rubbing salt in the wound. That's all that is. We do not want to see that. Will they be spin-off films? Obviously, Kennedy didn't reveal any details. That's because she has no idea what's going on. Heck, the best part about Star Wars Celebration was going into the Mandalorian panel and hearing Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau say about how the requirement to work on The Mandalorian was you have to be a diehard Star Wars fan. That was awesome. You heard the entire crowd cheer. There was not a single Reylo fan in The Mandalorian. That's because they don't care. It's because it was all actual Star Wars fans that were in the Mandalorian panel. And that's the kind of thing that people like me are looking forward to because it actually feels like Star Wars. This This isn't Star Wars. You think all of the Raylowers are going to go watch your films after you reveal that they're cousins or brother and sister or some weird stuff, and then all of a sudden they find out they're supporting incest? Or are you going to pull another Rian Johnson and subvert our expectations? Like, I say this all the time and then I jinx myself. I'm going to say it again. Could it possibly get any worse? Probably will. Would you want to see a new series of adventures that focus on Rey, Finn, and Poe? No. No, I'm answering you right now. No, I don't. I don't care. What would you like to see Lucasfilm do with these characters after the Skywalker saga ends? I would like them to all wake up from a dream or like a virtual reality game and it not be real. Like, it's Inception. It's one of those things where, they all had this similar dream. This is the spin-off to Inception. So this is a bunch of friends that all like Star Wars, that also like the movie Inception, and they somehow built the technology, and it's going to be one of those Napoleon Dynamite type of films where it's like he ordered the time machine online and it didn't work, and they forgot to put the crystals in the thing, and so they all wake up, and it's like, oh my god, we ruined Star Wars. Isn't that great? That didn't really happen. Like, that's the only thing that, would make me actually like these characters. One thing we know they are looking at for sure is the next phase of Star Wars will span a decade. Kennedy also went to say, okay, you can't even plan these movies. You didn't have a plan. You went in and were just like, yeah, do whatever. I don't care. How do you expect to make a cohesive story? Yeah, I mean, just look at what happened between Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams. J.J. had, the plot set out for all three movies. Rian Johnson came in and was like, I don't need this. Let me throw it away. And it's like, that's not how you plan it. You want to know why Marvel is so successful? It's because Kevin Feige sat down and planned it out. He had a plan. I don't know what the heck he's thinking for the next phase. After Endgame, it's not too optimistic. But up until now, it's been pretty damn good. Up until Captain Marvel, it's been pretty spot on. I've been invested in these characters. He's gotten the world, like a whole new generation, excited about superheroes. Excuse me. I was on an airplane back from Chicago, so it messed up my voice. I've learned that I am very susceptible to airline air because how it's all filtered, and it makes me sick and lose my voice. So I apologize. But that's how you plan a cohesive, timeline for these characters. That's how you plan something out, and you build up all these stories, you build up all these characters, and that's how you build a successful franchise. This, not having a plan, but now you want to plan for the next decade? Why didn't you plan for the first freaking 5 years? It doesn't make any sense. What else could this woman possibly say? We are looking at the next saga. We are not just looking at another trilogy, we're really looking at the next 10 years or more. This movie is the accumulation of Star Wars saga. It's by no means the accumulation of Star Wars. I'm sitting down now with Don West and David Benioff and Rian Johnson. Oh, sweet Jesus, no. Okay. I had faith in these guys. They have proven that without George R. R. Martin that they cannot direct Game of Thrones, and you're gonna throw Rian Johnson. This is just a shit show waiting to happen. We're all sitting down to talk about where do we go next. We've had conversations about what the possibilities might be, but now we're locking it down. Well, okay. I don't know what those guys know about Star Wars. I don't know too much about them outside of the Game of Thrones world. But Rian Johnson has proven he does not care about Star Wars. He proves he does not know anything about Star Wars. And you, Kathleen Kennedy, have gone above and beyond to prove to everyone that you don't know anything about Star Wars, nor do you care about Star Wars. So you're going to sit down and plan the next 10 years of something you know absolutely nothing about. That's like me walking into Boeing and being like, hey guys, I'm going to design your airplanes. I know how to draw. I can draw portraits, but now I'm going to design your airplanes. It's not going to be a good idea. I'm just telling you that right now. Just because I have the qualifications, just because I went to college and I have a degree in art, doesn't make me qualified to go and design airplanes for Bowie. Just because I have the little checks on my resume that say I am technically qualified, I'm actually not, which is exactly what the case is with Kathleen Kennedy. Just because she has those little check marks on her resume doesn't mean she's actually suited for this position. And it shows. It really shows in the work that's coming out of Lucasfilm. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker releases December 20th. Is that it? Is that the end? Ooh, there's a recap from the Star Wars show. Should we watch it? Should we watch it? Let's check it out.
I'm telling you, man, this is it.
Oh God, that's
everything's gonna be.
Oh gosh, it's like a live show. Oh no, it's just them talking. And then, is there even any interviews? Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Here, I think this is her talking. There we go. Let's.
Is the culmination of the Skywalker story. I'm also incredibly excited about where we're going and what the future holds and what the new saga might be.
How did you?
Like, how old is this woman? Why is she not retired already? She doesn't know anything about Star Wars. Just retire. Take the paycheck that you're gonna get, yearly and every month and whatnot for your retirement. No one's gonna look down on you for retiring. You're like 70. I mean, she looks like she's my mom's age. She looks like she's in her 70s. So nobody's gonna judge you for retiring. Usually people are trying to retire as early as humanly possible. So nobody's gonna. People are gonna judge you for what you did for Star Wars, but nobody's going to judge you for retiring and stepping down. Why don't you just step down, hand it off to like Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni? I don't know if either one of them are technically qualified with the resume checks, but at least they care. That's the big difference. They actually care about Star Wars, whereas you, Kathleen Kennedy, you couldn't give two shits about it. And it shows in your work. It really shows. So, come on. The next 10 years, can we deal with this? Can we deal with this woman? Why would you want to do this for the next 10 years of your life, Kathleen Kennedy? Why would you want to go and work on something that you have proven time and time again that you do not care about, that you have no knowledge about? Why? I don't understand. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay too. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that little bell. That way you get notifications when I do other videos and when I do live streams. Yeah, so if you guys are optimistic about this, good for you. If you're not, then you were on the same page. But, again, it couldn't get any worse. And then it does. Everyone, have a great rest of your day. May the Force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye. Hey everyone, if you want to send me some mail that'll open up on a live stream, go ahead and send it to Anna, that Star Wars girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.